everyone, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I am so excited to be bringing you this video today. This video is part of a massive group project called the 12 Simmers of Christmas, and this was put together, pulled together and organized by the lovely NovellaSims, and she had the idea for each of us to create a video inspired by the 12 days of Christmas. We've got creative sims, we've got builds, and we've got gameplay. This has truly been such a magical project to be a part of. So the lovely NovellaSims kicked us off on the 12th of December, and we're gonna keep going until the 23rd of December, bringing you Christmas cheer and trying to get everyone in the Christmas spirit, because let's be honest, 2020 has been a dumpster. So we wanted to spread some joy, spread some cheer, and that is what we are here to do. So thank you so much, NovellaSims, for organizing this massive group project, for letting me be a part of it. I've had so much fun creating this video. So I'm going to tell you who is a part of this huge collab. As I said, it started off with NovellaSims with a partridge in a pear tree, and then we went on to Floryda, Geekerella, RosePlays, Pleasant Sims, Girl Meets Pixels, Marian Sims, NonRevSims was yesterday. I am today, the 20th of December, and then we carry on to Wisteria, Spellburst, and April Dark is going to see us out on the 23rd of December with 12 drummers drumming. I bet you I've got you guys singing the song now. There will be a playlist down below of everybody's video, as well as a link to everyone's channel. Please go and check them out, show them some plum love, because they deserve it. Everyone worked so hard on this collab and trying to fit in and be inspired by the theme. That has been so much fun, seeing the creativity that people could come up with to try and fit with one of the 12 days of Christmas. Before I carry on gushing about Christmas and how much I love it, has anyone figured out what day I am and what theme I'm going for? The build may not give it away, but hopefully the little intro scene did give it away. Pause, have a think, take a sip of tea. That's right, I am 9 Ladies Dancing. Now at first, when I chose 9 Ladies Dancing, I wanted to build a dance studio, but I thought, let's take it a step further. It's Christmas, I love Christmas, so why not build a cute little Christmas cottage? So my thinking is that there's a dance teacher that lives in this little Christmas cottage, and she used to have a studio in town, but it was on the other side of town, way too far, so she got building permission from the local council, because I figure with this being an old cottage, this was probably a listed building, so she had to get permission, and they said, yeah, go for it. Why don't you build a dance studio on your lot? That's probably not how building permissions go, but you know, it's The Sims, so it's totally fine. So that's what we're doing. We're building a beautiful Christmas cottage, and you can see that I'm getting all Christmased up with the shutters and the green, and there's lots of green and red in this. And then to the right of the build, we have got the sort of new edition of the dance studio. So that's a little bit more modern. In the front, I wanted to keep the windows quite cottagey, but in the back, and you will have already seen it, we're looking at it now, you've got this full glass wall of window, floor to ceiling windows of glass. Now you will notice, and I haven't done this in a very long time, that I am using some custom content. So I will have that listed down below in the description. I'll have a text file with all of the custom content that I used. Now, another thing you should know about this build is that I actually have 2 versions. So the version that we're looking at now and that I'm working on now has very minimal custom content. The siding on the modern edition at the top, the wood panels, that's custom content. The shutters on the front are custom content. I use 1 custom content door, and then the floors throughout are custom content. Everything else you can find from the Sims 3 store, or is actually in one of the packs that came with the game. And then the second version, which you don't see me working on, but you do see in the final screenshots, and you would have seen a little bit in the thumbnail, has a little bit more custom content decor, and I just felt like using it. I love Christmas custom content, and a few years back I did do a custom content decoration Christmas collab, and I went buck wild with the custom content and my computer wanted to blow up. So I kept it more minimal in this one than I did in that one, but it still turns out really cute, and I'm excited to share where I've gotten all this custom content because you definitely need it. If you're into Christmas like I am, go and fill your game with Christmas custom content and just have all the feels. But the outside is coming together. We're working on a little bit of landscaping. Now I don't show the back of the house landscaping because I changed my mind with it so many times that, you know, the whole video could have been landscaping. So I kept that out, I cut it out, but you will see little tidbits of it in the screenshots at the end of this video, and it's really cute. So let me just kind of explain what's happening in the backyard. And so on the cottage side, we've got space for gardening, there's painting, there's a little barbecue, a picnic bench, a beekeeper's box, and then I put a trellis out there. And if you guys have already watched Girl Meets Pixel's video, she did a Winter Wonderland park and she used a trellis in part of her build, and it was so gorgeous. So I had to pull that out of my custom content 2018 folder and put it in the backyard because it is just so darn cute. And then on the modern side of the build in the back, I thought because the dance teacher would be teaching children that I would put things in the back for children. So there is a little barbecue, there's some seating areas, there's a swing set, there's also a seesaw, and then we also have a tree house. So I just thought that was a cute little addition, and they're separated by a fence. So there's a fence on the cottage side, and so I wanted to kind of keep these buildings separate. That was my thinking. So we've made it onto the interiors, and you can see these floors by Cake Noodles. I love these floors so much. I wish I used them more often, but I don't tend to use custom content in my builds. But if I did, I would use these floors in every single one of them because, oh, they're just so gorgeous and they're so detailed and they're just so beautiful. But this is the kitchen. And I struggled a little bit. I had to take a break and come back and try to get my head around how I wanted the interiors to look. And then I also did something that I never really do. Most of the wall coverings in this cottage are exactly the same, and I never do that. I'm one of those people that just has to like use creative style to death, but I just thought, let's not go overboard. Let's keep it a little bit minimal and still make it cute. And I had another thought while I was doing this build, and that was that if you didn't want the dance studio connected, or if you didn't want the cottage, you could easily recreate these builds. These are basically boxes. Like the dance studio side is a long rectangle on top of one another, and then the cottage side is a big old square. So it would be easy to recreate if you just wanted one side of it. So feel free to do that, and if you do, I would love to see how it turns out. But we're laying out the dining room, and now we're on to the living room. And I did a lot of pulling decor items out because I didn't know what I wanted to use, but I have put in the free holiday Christmas tree. So that is still available on the Sims 3 store, and you can download it for free. So I highly recommend, if you don't want to fill your game with custom content, go to the Sims 3 store and check out that set, because you also get the little Santa, I was going to say snowman, but the Santa Claus, and also the bunny holding the present. And it's just a really cute set, and I love that they gave it to us for free. But I put in a little desk area behind the living room, and my idea with decorating this was that I wanted it to be quite rustic and quite cottagey, quite old, but then you also have like the modern updated flooring. I feel like she needed to have planning permission for that as well, but you know, she got it. maybe she slipped the council members a couple of Benjamins and they were like, yeah, go for it, do what you want. Now, I forgot to say, I am actually building this in Moonlight Falls. This was built on 414 Huckleberry Lane, and it is a 25 by 30 lot. I absolutely adore building in Moonlight Falls, especially when things are cottagey and need to be surrounded by woods. Moonlight Falls is the perfect world to build in. So this lot is completely surrounded by trees. There's trees in front of it, there's trees behind it, there's trees on the side of it, and there's a lot of huckleberry bushes as well. And this build just really suited the world, and I'm really happy that I found this little space. It's outside of town. It's not really close to any neighbors. I don't think there's any neighbors close to here, and I just wanted her to be quite secluded. And she's all about the dancing, she's all about the teaching, and when she gets some downtime, she likes to go outside on her little patio and do some painting and just sort of de-stress. And she's got a great view of the mountains, and it's just a beautiful plot, if I do say so myself. So I've got a little half bathroom down here, and then this is the entryway. So another thing that I forgot to say in the very beginning of this video was that in the front of the cottage there is an entrance, but then also to the side, the new addition, you've got an entrance, and then you've got a little hallway that separates the dance studio and the cottage, and there's an entrance into both of those ways. So I thought if the dance teacher had an early morning class or a class and she was in her little cottage, she could easily just go through her little entryway and into the dance studio. So as you can see, this is a 1-bedroom cottage, and it's kind of lofted. I opened the space up down below and put a little half wall there, and then I thought, you know, when she's not working, and maybe if she's feeling a little lazy or something and she doesn't want to walk down the stairs and across the way to the cottage, she's got a ballet bar in her room, and that ballet bar came from the Sims 3 store. I think it's the Stiff as a Board ballet bar, and I think it came with the Skylight Performing Arts Center, which is a venue in the Sims 3 store. So highly recommend that venue, but especially the ballet bar. And I'm pretty sure that you can get the ballet bar without having to get the venue, which is pretty darn snazzy. So I love this little space. I love like under attic spaces. I actually didn't have to draw many walls for this upstairs bit, and I like building under the roof. I wish we could have proper attics, but this is kind of what it signifies. Like, this is the attic space. You have to go up the spiral stairs and there's your bedroom. So I'm decorating the bathrooms on camera. You don't see that very often from me, because what do I always say? All you do in the bathroom is shit, shower, and shave, and who wants to see that? But I thought I would show you. And so we've got a bathtub, we've got a shower, and I wanted to put in a nice soaker shower, because has anybody ever not a soaker shower, a soaker tub, because has anybody ever seen the feet of ballet dancers? Like, they get mangled because they're up on their toes constantly, and ooh, they deserve somewhere to soak their little feetsies and the little tootsies. So I wanted to give her a big soaker tub. So this is the entryway that I was talking about earlier. So you can get into the dance studio here. This is the main dance studio entrance. To the right is the dance studio. To the left is obviously the cottage. And that little area that I just decorated, I thought it could be for parents who are waiting for their kids, or if there were other kids waiting for a class to end, then they could just sit there and chill out and listen to the music. Now, I also put down the dance floor, and I can't remember if that came with seasons. I think it might have come with seasons. I'm not 100% sure. But I did take it out when I was filming my little scenes. So if you don't want the dance floor there, you definitely don't have to have it, because the ballet bars are the main attraction. So up here, I put a half bathroom and then also another little seating area, again, for the parents if they wanted to watch. Now, usually with dance studios, at least this was the case with my niece's dance studios, that they usually have a wall of glass, but I tried that out off camera and I didn't like the way that it looked, especially because I didn't have windows to fit that little space that I've got there. So I went back to the half wall, and I think it just does the job. It does the trick, just what it needs to do. So let's get back and talk about Christmas. When I am filming this, we are a week away from Christmas, and when I tell you I am excited, I am excited. Like I said in the beginning, 2020 has been an absolute dumpster. It has been a trash can. It has been atrocious, absolutely disgusting. There are just no words for how 2020, it's rendered me speechless. Like, in my lifetime, I never thought the things that are happening in 2020 would happen in my lifetime, in the world. It's just crazy. But I did see a tweet or something on Facebook the other day that actually made me smile, and it was something about the 1918 pandemic, and no wonder after that there was the roaring 20s. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can have the roaring 2021 and everything's going to get better and things are going to ease up around the world. I know it's been difficult for so many people, but I'm really hoping that this Christmas season, this holiday season, brings you a little joy, brings a smile to your face, and brings you some happiness, because let me tell you, things have been dark. Things have been dark around the world. Things have been dark for me, and it's just been a really tough time. But we are at the time of the year when you get to spend time with your loved ones. Hopefully you are able to do that, because that's what we need. We need to spread the love. We need to spread the positivity, and we just need to stay in the Christmas spirit. Now, there's one area with this Christmas that I have been absolutely slacking, and I am disappointed in myself. It's the Christmas movie area. I've only watched one Christmas film this Christmas, and I am really upset with myself about that, because usually I start watching Christmas films after Thanksgiving, like the day after Thanksgiving. When I lived with my parents, the tradition was that Christmas Vacation would go on every single day, from the day after Thanksgiving all the way up until Christmas Day, all the way up until New Year's Day. So we had a television in the kitchen, and it had a VCR. This is how far I'm going back. I had a VCR in this television, and I would start Christmas Vacation every time that I would wake up in the morning, and then I would pause it. I would go to school, come back from school, and then I would start it right where it left off. That is the one Christmas film that I can quote word for word. It is absolutely terrible, horrible, probably very painful to watch that film with me, because I just know all the words. Like, give me a line and I will finish it. I love it. Does anybody have a Christmas film like that? What Christmas film can you quote word for word and not skip a beat? Like, you should have been cast in that film. I definitely should have been cast in Christmas Vacation, although I wasn't very old when it came out, but still, love it. But the only Christmas film that I have watched so far is Scrooged. So I have got a week to rectify that, and I just need to up my game, because I'm a little bit disappointed in myself with that. So guys, what are your Christmas plans? What will you guys be doing over Christmas? Or if you don't celebrate Christmas, what will you be doing over the holidays? Tell me as well, what have you asked for the holidays or for Christmas? Let me know down below in the comments. What is the thing that you really want? I really want happiness, and I want peace, and I want calm, and I want a little bit of normalcy to return to my life, to return to the world, for coronavirus to piss off, because I'm very tired of it. and I just want to be able to see my friends and hug my family and things like that. Like, I was meant to be with my family in the United States, but unfortunately, because of Miss Coronavirus, I wasn't able to make the trip over there. So I have to make do over here in the UK. But I'm going to be quite positive and I'm going to be quite happy because, like I said, and like I've been saying throughout this entire video, Christmas is my favorite time of year, and it just brings me so much cheer. Like, I have been, well, not have been doing it a lot, but I made a few Christmas Sims in The Sims 4. I posted them on my community tab and also on Twitter, and this was back in November. Like, I had high spirits in November. I was like ready for Christmas, and I was making Sims 4 Christmas Sims, and somebody's like, it's not even Thanksgiving yet, and I was like, hold on, I'm gonna do what makes me happy, because I feel like that should be the theme for this year. Do what makes you happy. Do what's gonna bring positive light into your life, because now more than ever, we need it. We need positivity. We need to spread it. And this is the time of year to do it. So I've gone on a complete Christmas rant because I love it. In case you didn't know, I don't know if I've mentioned it, but I love Christmas. And I've pretty much decorated the inside of the downstairs. So the kitchen is done, the dining room is recolored, the living room is recolored, and you can see that Christmas vomited all over this little couch, or this little cottage. We have got red and green, and that is the main theme, and it's everywhere. And stone. I had to pull the stone from outside to the inside because that just made sense to me. Now, this build, the way it's decorated, probably doesn't make that much sense to have all the like green wallpaper and the red sofas and things like that, but bear with me, it's totally fine because it's Christmas and this is a Christmas build. So, you know, shh, don't say a word. But we're just upstairs recoloring the bedroom, and I really love, this is going to be really weird, but my favorite part, besides my favorite chair that I'm recoloring right now from 70s, 80s, and 90s stuff packs, like I always say, if you don't have that stuff pack, do yourselves a favor and get it. It is so worth it for that chair. But my other favorite part of this room is actually the bedspread. Bedspread? I always have to pause when I say that word because I'm like, have I said that right? Bedspread. I just love it. It's really Christmassy, and I'm pretty sure the pattern that I use is from The Sims 3. Like, it's in-game. I don't think it's custom content, which makes me a little happy bunny. I'm not sure where it came from, but if you have all the packs, it should show up for you. If it doesn't, just let me know and I will go on the hunt. But it is super duper cute, and I'm pretty sure I've got a pair of leggings that look like this bedspread. Just so amazing. But anywho, we are almost finished. Like, there is not much left in this. I have gone on about Christmas, I've gone on about this build, about this dance studio, and I really, really love it. And so I'm going to start wrapping things up right here so that you guys have time to enjoy some music and just relax for the rest of the video. Make sure that you stick around to the end because I've got another little surprise for you at the end after the screenshot, so make sure you do stick around for that. Again, I want to say a massive, massive thank you to NovellaSims for organizing this huge project, this 12 Simmers of Christmas. I'm so excited that I was able to participate in this. I had so much fun with this build, and because it's Christmas, it just brought all the feels. I was feeling it, the vibes, and you'll notice that I took all the screenshots in snow. I love snow. Never get snow where I am, but I absolutely love it. And it was just very fitting for this build for the time of the year. So what I want you guys to do is go and check out all the other amazing simmers that are part of this collab. Make a day of it. Grab yourself a cup of hot chocolate, some tea, some eggnog, get all snuggly and cozy and just watch through the playlist because there are so many talented simmers and they deserve all of the love in the world. And this collab has honestly been such a boost to my mental health. Like, it has made me so happy. I know that every day up until the 23rd of December at 7 p.m. GMT time, there is going to be a new Christmassy video. Make me smile and just make me happy. So if you're feeling a little bit down, which I completely understand, go and do that. It will completely lift your spirits and put a little smile on your face, which is exactly what we wanted. We are almost to the screenshot, so I'm going to love you and leave you guys with some music. Make sure to do all those cool interweb things, like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you've got that bell a ding dong so you're notified whenever I do upload. But for now, I'm gonna skedaddle. Don't be a plum stranger now, guys.